This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.
Welcome back to the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. We have been taking in the netball action from the under-17 game between Inverleigh and Bannockburn. We've got Bannockburn's junior coordinator here from their netball section, Jeanette. Jeanette, thanks for your time. Just tell us a little bit about the junior structure you've got going out at Bannockburn, how many teams you've got and how successful the girls have been so far this season.
Thanks, Tim. Well, we've, as usual, got teams in the under-17, under-15 and under-13 division. We've had really good, strong demand for our teams, for places in our teams in recent years, and our under-13s have a squad of 10, and they've been going really well. They've second on the ladder. I think they've just lost one game by 1 goal, so that was a fantastic game. Our under-15s have lost one game by 1 goal, and that was last week against East Geelong. And our under-17s are just outside the finals. We've got a lot of our under-17 girls actually also playing senior netball. So they're doubling up each week and getting really good experience.
And what sort of things does your role as junior coordinator out at Bannockburn entail?
It's just, I guess, from a pre-season point of view, making sure that we've got coaches in place, good quality coaches, that we have the players, that we have our trials. We've actually only just the last couple of years had to actually run trials for players because of the demand for places. So it's good and bad. It's disappointing to have to turn kids away, but it's good for the strength. And we've been really lucky that since Bannockburn or since netball came into the GDFL that we've actually had really successful juniors, and our 13 and unders last year won the premiership, and that was the first netball premiership for the club. So I guess from a juniors point of view, our goal is to look after our kids and make them feel very much part of the club and their parents, in the hope that they will stay with us and become quality senior players for us.
You spoke about a few of the girls stepping up to play in the seniors. Is there a partnership where the seniors come back and also impart a few of their skills, maybe teach them at training and do a few other things?
Yeah, they have a sort of an informal arrangement where they get together. Our under-17s actually train with our senior squad, so they are training mostly with the A and B team, that's where most of them do play when they step up. So they're very much part of that senior squad as well.
How does that process go when you do have to turn the girls away? Just talk us through maybe the trial process that you do have, and does that all happen before the start of the season, maybe 4 weeks before or something?
Definitely. That starts with our pre-season, and we've actually had to make it quite clear that people are invited to come and trial, so that I think there's probably been a history where I suppose places like Bannockburn, a lot of clubs where people just turn up and they play netball, but the growth of the town and the amount of people that we've had coming, we've had to actually make it quite clear that you're invited to trial. What we do is with girls who don't actually make our squads, they're still welcome and invited to come and train each week so that they can train through the season, and we did have some girls who did that last year. One in particular who was there every week and at every game, and she actually got a premiership medallion for her efforts. We were really pleased that she stayed involved.
Well, that's fantastic. Do you find that most of the girls, as you say, Bannockburn, a growing area, a lot of them from the town, or do they come from neighbouring towns around the area?
A little bit. Most of them would live in Bannockburn. We've got a couple who live in Teesdale, I think. So Teesdale's probably an area where they'll either come to Inverleigh or they'll come to Bannockburn, and depending on family history and those sorts of things, that can influence that as well.
So we've got a little bit of a local rivalry going here today behind us.
Definitely.
No, that's good to hear, Jeanette, and I'm really pleased to hear that things are going well out there in Bannockburn Netball. All the best in your role for the rest of the season, and thanks for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show.
Thanks.
We've been joined by Darren White, the president of the Inverleigh Football and Netball Club, and if you look around here at Inverleigh, things are going extremely well. Some new netball club rooms going up, and also a redevelopment happening over on the football side of things. The club rooms being extended over there as well, so there's exciting times, Darren, ahead for the Inverleigh Football and Netball Club.
Yeah, it is, Tim. Like we're very proud of the facility you see behind you here. It's a major development. We're going to have 2 change rooms for the girls, a viewing area, plus a first aid room, and also a kitchenette there. So that's a fantastic facility we're going to share with the Bowls Club there. But the major news we had this week, and it's only been announced this week, is that through Sport and Rec we've received a grant for $100,000 to renovate our main rooms, which is always sort of been a little bit of a thing that's held us back here at Inverleigh in terms of having a decent facility. So that's a significant announcement, great improvement for our facility out here. Yeah.
Obviously, we are interested in the junior side of the club, and I guess when you get something like that happening, it generates a little bit of excitement. And for the future of the Inverleigh Football Club, that's a really positive step.
Oh, it is, mate. I think this club, as many people may or may not know, actually ceased to exist probably 7 or 8 years ago, and we reformed, and what we made a key decision, or a key part of our strategy going forward, was that we'd have juniors. Junior development was the only way we could see this club really surviving. And to the credit of a lot of people, we've been able to not only develop juniors on our football side but also our netball side. And at the moment they're all being very competitive, and it's giving us a really good platform to go forward on.
How strong's that netball side at the moment, Darren? How many sides do you have running around on a Saturday morning?
We've got 4 junior sides, or 13s, 15s, 17s. Plus we've got a net set go that started off here on a Wednesday as well. And then they top up, we've got A, B, C and D in our seniors. But yeah, netball, we'd have probably upwards of 60 kids running around here on the weekend. It's fantastic, yeah.
Are they all Inverleigh girls, or do a few come from around the smaller neighbouring towns from around the area that probably don't have clubs?
Yeah, they do. We've probably got some close alliances with Teesdale, which is a small town just not far from here. We've got a number of girls that also come from in town, and a really good core structure of girls that come from Inverleigh itself. So yeah, it's good. It's a good mix.
Is that a bit of an advantage, having those neighbouring towns, I guess, that don't have the clubs, and being a little bit further out? There seems to just be a nice sort of country family atmosphere going on here out at Inverleigh.
Yeah, it is. It's a really enjoyable atmosphere, because I think a lot of our families, not only they've got kids playing junior netball, we've also got kids playing junior football as well. So, and it's a very much a family approach. We'd really like to encourage, the kids to be here, not only for their junior life, but also their senior life, and their parents as well. Yeah.
Have you tried to keep a balance in the club between the football and netball side of things? I know a lot of clubs that we have spoken to try and make sure that it's not all about football, and they really keep a focus on the netball as well.
Yeah, no, it's very true. I think from my perspective, and I know from the committee perspective, it is a football netball club. We have treated it very much as a whole club, and not we don't want a split entity. We want it as one club, and that's a very important part of the whole club's development. Yep.
In terms of junior netball as well, do you find a few of the girls have been stepping up and playing in the senior ranks too, and do you find they learn a lot from that experience?
Yeah, that's really been a key push for us, has been to develop our senior players from our juniors. We've currently got 4 of our junior girls playing up in our senior ranks. Erin Dillon, Nicole White, Kelsey White, and Tori Miller, girls that are playing in the under 15, under 17 squads during the mornings, and stepping up into our A grade side in the afternoon. And so that's a really important thing for us.
And obviously for a club to rebuild from the position you were in, where I guess the club ceased to exist only less than a decade ago, you obviously need some great volunteers, and I imagine there's a few of those out here at Inverleigh as well.
There's a lot of those around, and yeah, we'd be definitely lost without those guys. There's a number of locals that put a lot of time and effort into not only on game day, but during the week, and people in places like the canteen and scoreboards, gates, all that sort of thing. And like we've got the local Lions Club do our gate here every Saturday, so it's a really good community feel, good community involvement. Yeah.
No, it's really pleasing to hear that things are going well out here, Darren. We thank you for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show, and we thank you for your company as well here on this Friday morning. We'll be back next Friday morning from 7 a.m. to take you through more action from around the Geelong Junior Football and Netball regions. Thanks for your time.
This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempy International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.